So I am here. My name is Prerna, and today I'm going to walk you through the SFTdox application, our document management system, and more importantly, I want to talk about why DMS isn't a nice to have anymore. It has become a core part of how modern businesses operate, stay compliant, and stay competitive nowadays. So
This is the landing screen which you can see, where you as a user having certain rights, you can log into the screen. And once you log in, right now in my screen you can see I have my own account. Here you can see in the this logo of our company will be replaced with your company's logo, and the user logs in to the SFTdocs application. They land up to one particular word that you are remembering from a file type. You can search, and then the particular metadatas and OCR character recognition will be enabled, and the result will be out and you can find it. I'll just show how you can go through it. Meanwhile, I'll just tell you how you can. Every document also carries different version histories. So in this particular dashboard, what you can see is the total number of records, occupied storage, shared images, number of active users, and plus the how many shared account documents has been done by me. And these in the below second line of these are the libraries which I can say. Now these libraries depends on how many segregation or departments you have. You can understand the utility of libraries as suppose your company is dealing with multiple departments. So in that case you can go there in manage library section and you can create multiple libraries. Now once you give a particular library name, you need to allow that particular library with a permission type. Now if I say that particular library, suppose ABC, I'm giving a library access to a particular user. Suppose I can select multiple user from here, and I am allowing that user to have certain rights of that particular library. Suppose Onindo will be like able to be the admin who can access everything, who can do everything, whereas Orco will be able to preview it. So this is the user wise access, you can control it. Similarly with the group wise, against every groups a particular multiple users are tagged. If you are taking it as SFTPA and SFTdocs training, then you can track get people coming under SFTdocs can have this admin access, whereas people coming under SFTPA group will have only preview access or reader write. So this is how you can customize your libraries access. Similarly, if you go ahead with the customized both for both group and user, then suppose a user on in the call is not in any of the groups, so you can, yeah, suppose as I was telling, suppose if any user is not in any of the group, then you can if you and you want to share that particular documents coming under that particular library, so you can manage it for particular user as well as for a group of people as well. Suppose SFTPA people coming under SFTPA group, you want the people to access from, you want the people or user who are under SFTPA group to access this particular library, as well as as the user on in the poll who is not in any of the groups. So you can manage from this particular access type, that is called customized for both user and group. And the last one is private. Suppose for any particular user, that is you are maintaining it, like you will only be able to share it or when you want to, otherwise it will be only visible to you. And once you create a library, this is the view of the already created libraries. From here you can manage and share it to, like you can select the user, and ultimately all the with all the rights you can share the libraries directly to the other users with the same types of permission that you can have. So this is the created libraries access you can manage from here. And once a library is created, it is visible in under libraries section. You can click over here and see that these are the already created libraries, and the down arrow which you can see over here. Under each down arrows, it means ki under a particular libraries which has been created, there is a subfolder which has also been created. So if I click on this particular down arrow, you can see FIS, bail application, witness statements and everything at this particular folders are subfolders which gets created under a library. Now it depends upon the user perspective whether how you are going to deal with this particular users of libraries. Whether you are directly uploading, suppose in litigation and disputes, it is like you are directly uploading the file. This particular test1 file is directly uploaded. Whereas in the below top 3 you can see we have this particular folders. Now petition, court orders, affidavits will be documents will be kept in respective folders. So it depends on the user on which approach they are wanting to proceed. Like they can upload the documents directly, or they can upload the documents by creating subfolders against that particular libraries. So once you create a folder, you get these particular options, like you can open, share, favorite, copy link and share it to the other people who can have the access, download, delete, rename and move to the other respective already created folders, and copy to. Whereas if you want to create another folder, then you need to give a name, folder name, same the permission type and folder description, and also this particular external user allows you where you can send this particular folder to an external user as well. That is a comma separated email ID. You can share it across. Suppose you have created a library called litigations and disputes, but due to some reason you do not want to share the entire library to the user. So what you can do, you want under the litigation and disputes, you want only affidavit folder, files under the affidavits, whatsoever files are there, you need to share those only. So in that case, you can share it through this particular system and proceed. So this is the creation of folders and libraries and subfolders you can manage. And we have this particular feature of uploading the new document from here, where you can manage and you can upload multiple documents. There is no restriction over there. And we have this bulk upload. You can create the document type, and each document type will have different metadatas that can be created through this particular system. And each document type you can download the template and select the Excel file, uploading the same format. And also, just to keep in note that the data which you are putting in the Excel should be same as which is present in the directory. Like suppose in the Excel you are selecting abc.pdf, the one which you are selecting directory for, the directory should also consist of abc.pdf. It shouldn't be different. So this is the utility of bulk upload. You can manage from here. Once it is uploaded, it shows a success rate of whether the file has got uploaded or not. And if it has not uploaded, then it will show why it has not uploaded, and a proper error reason will be shown. So these are the uploaded documents you can see. Now these documents hold different rights. You can see shared, private and shared, and this is a favorite one. It's kept as a heart. So this particular document has dummy PDF to pages. Once I click on this particular PDF, you can see it is in checked in mode. Now checked in means this particular document I can have any access of, like I can open it, share it, remove it from, copy link, download and rename as well, and move to any other libraries or subfolders, and also check out and see the history and maintain the version history as well, and log. And if I need to upload a supporting document against these document, then I can click over here and I can upload multiple documents against a particular uploaded document, right? So this is one way. The other, you can see the version history, and each version can be downloadable and referred to for future logs. You can see the date, time and size is like it's been logged. I'll just show you the OCR facility. Suppose I have a file, this test one. I open it and you can see we have a presentation and dummy SFTdox test written over here. Now due to some reason I am not able to remember what file the file name it was, and I only remember the content the file was having inside the file that I meant. Like suppose I write it over here as dummy. So in dummy, what happens? File name consisting of dummy will be shown, as well as the content within the file consisting of the word dummy will be shown as well. So this is one way where you can see that we have this OCR capabilities, abilities where you can enable it and upload it, and it can get searched to the content even. And we also had the word presentation. Suppose if I write it over here as presentation, then the files consisting of the word as presentation will be visible, and you can see once I have checked as presentation, searched through the word called presentation, I click over it, I open it, and I see acha, this file did had a word called presentation. Hence the search capabilities gave only this particular file, because this is the only file having the word presentation. So this is how the OCR functionality works. And coming to the checked out mode, checked out means it has the file is being worked by the user, and it is in a partially locked stage where the other user can open it and view what the file is consisting of, but they cannot do any of the actions like sharing it to the other user, locking it, uploading a separate document against it. So these can be managed. You can also see the history, and if any once the owner of the file are done with the changes, the owner of the file will be checking in, and once they check in, the owner will be like notified, please upload the file in the same format with the same file, and also notify the other user what type of changes it has been done, like major or minor. So if the user clicks on major changes, the version history will be maintained as major changes from 2.0, and so on. If the user selects as minor changes, then the version will be maintained from 1.0, and so on. Okay, so this is how version history is maintained and checked. I'll just show how version history of a file has been tracked. I'll just click over here. So this file was earlier checked out, and then again some changes are made and again uploaded with particular changes. Then those changes you can click over here and see. This is the logs. You can see that this is the particular time when I have firstly uploaded it initially on 27th of November, and I can download it as well. Like every version will be able to download, and you can refer to in future as well. The base file will remain same, and in case you want to refer to the base file, you can go and refer from here. This is the version that you are seeing over here. Minor changes were done. Going ahead, you can see major changes were done. The entire most of the things has been changed. So I selected as major version, then 2.0 was managed from the system. After that, again major changes was done on 20th of January, and again I can open and download it with the time span it is showing, who has changed it, all the details will be mentioned in the logs. So after 2.0 it will be maintained as 2.0, and so on. This is how version history is maintained. Going ahead, we also, as an admin, you guys will be having, whosoever is going to have an admin authority, you'll be able to create users. Now users can be created on the basis of this respective department, given a particular username, first name, last name, mobile number, and so on. And you do have an option in which group you are going to tag the user. Suppose I'm bringing some user as called ABC, and that particular user is not going to belong to any of the existing created groups. So in that case you can ignore as of now, but and also this document extension where you can manage this particular user will be liable and authorized to upload this particular type of file only. Suppose if I select as PDF, and this particular user is trying to upload as JPG or JSON file, the user will not be able to upload it. This is one way. So here you can manage from company admin, male, female, and other details as storekeeper, corporate profile admin. And within the corporate profile, I'll come to that. Before that, I'll just explain the user group as well. User group is basically, as I told, it's either and all, whether first you create user or then group, or first you create groups and then user. So basically the tagging is the difference. So once you create the group, only the name is required. After creating the group, you need to set the member. Like you can manage the members from the existing user list. Like this particular group will be having this user, and you can manage it from here, from user list. This is from our system. And the shared gives you the details, how many shared has been done with me and how many shared documents or file has been done by me. So this is a segregation you can keep a track of. Secondly, corporate profile allows you to merge the multiple files into one and share it across. Suppose if I share it individually, I can share it, but it will give the files will be shared separately. But if I merge it and share it, then I can have a merge option over here, as document 1 and 2 has got merged. But I can also rename the file and give a complete new name and then share it and have this particular all functions of like having the access of whether I can move it to the other folder or copy to version history, locking the folder, uploading a separate supporting document against each merged file. So these functionalities are there. Similarly, the other module is record management. Under record management, I can just in an example, I can say, suppose your company is dealing with a lot of papers and documents and files. So in that case, this particular record management will help you trace the physical forms of files where the user or the owner where a user employee can request from the owner to please allow me to have the access from the warehouse. Suppose if I create, who are completely navigating the other employees or users key in what areas, in which shelf the document is kept. Okay, and giving a file name and number, everything, and adding the content. So once this is done, you can see the other user can request it for once it is available only. So you can see I am having this option of requesting it. So this is particularly available right now. So when I'm requesting it, I'm also allowed to propose a return date. I'm supposed to propose a return date of this particular document which I'm requesting it from the owner, that on this date I'm going to return it, so that the other user can be able to use it. So once I configure the date, I am ought to return the document in that particular date. And we have this QR code where you can download the QR and stick it around, and you can fetch it through the scanner. And we have this bulk upload and feature as well, where you can download the sample file and upload the same data as I have shown you manually one by one, instead of doing everything. If you have if the number of files to be uploaded in the system is more, then you can prefer for the bulk upload template and go ahead. And the second option, I can suppose if the record has been dispatched, if the file has been dispatched, the status will get updated from here. And you can see that you can also extend the return date request, and you can also clear it. So all the pending borrow request, requested record, you can manage the status that this has been dispatched from the owner. The status has been updated. Now you as a requester will mark it as yes, I have received it. So this is how the record management works. In details, we would like to explain in the further demo. Now you can manage it from the record type and all. You can manage it from here, from the settings part. The configurations are quite dynamic. The second and the last one is the workflow management. Under the workflow, upon the client's request, this is the workflow dashboard, which you can see. We have number of workflows right now, that is 11, and number of workflow pending is 6, and the workflow which has got approved is 2. So overall status you can see, and these are the status analysis: returned, approved, pending, rejected. Key, how many workflows has got rejected is 18.2%. How many is pending is 56. It is 54.5. Approved is 18.2%. So this is a different statuses you can see. So once I click on number of workflow, I get to see that these are the workflow category, which are different statuses and approval, final approval status, by whom it has got requested, what is the approved workflow category name and all, and the actionable. So if at all I as an initiator I need to upload a particular document for approval in sales invoice, I have the authority, hence I'm able to see this particular sales invoice Nexus Health Club, Health Hub, legal sales. So I'm entitled to upload the work documents to get approved for only these four workflow category which has got created by the company admin. So once this workflow gets created, I, as an initiator and the person who is eligible to get it initiated, I click on sales invoice. What I get to see is I'm entitled to give a workflow name, and with that workflow name, suppose sales invoice only, I give it as a this name. Now this workflow is having a approval type called serial. Now this particular serial is having approvals as 1, 2 and 3, that is on in the call Prerna and CEO. Now what does serial approval type means? It means ki all three level of approval will only be eligible to approve it when the first level of approval has approved it. Like suppose L1 has approved, then only L2 Prerna will able to approve it, and after that the final approval will be the CEO after Prerna approves it. And you can configure and manage the metadata from here and upload it. And once you upload it, the approvals will be notified via mail and notifications. So this is how a category of workflow will be maintained. If I go to legal, if you see over here, just a minute, this is also serial. Yeah, so if I go to Nexus Health Hub, what do I see? I have given approval name, and what I see, approval type is parallel. Parallel approval type means both the users will be notified at the same time for approval, and it doesn't mean that either of the approval is going to approve and the workflow will be finally approved. No, it is not like that. Parallel approval means that both the users are entitled and required to approve the document, and then only the status will be updated to approved it. But it is like simultaneously both the users will be notified that this particular workflow or document has come for your approval, please approve it. But in serial, what it happens, it is like one by one, once it is approved the other person gets notified. And you can upload and drag and drop the files for approval. Whatever files they need to approve, you can drag and drop the files from here. So in the dashboard which you can see over here, you can see that these are the already created workflow categories, and you can see the final approval statuses. Now against each status, I will just show pending one. The first one you can see, I'll click. See, all the users have not approved it yet. The remarks remains the blank. You can view the file and view the version history as well. The other one is returned. Now when it has got returned, I get an option to revise it. Suppose this particular status, you can see cost control department initially approved it, but the estimation department has returned it as per the discussion. So once it has got returned, the status has also been approved, like updated. So what the next actionable will be, the user has to revise the document which has been uploaded. Now this is the option where you can upload the revised document. Once you click it over here, you replace it and upload a new file with the changes as asked in the remarks. Once you make the changes, version history will get updated from minor to major or minor, whatsoever the user is mentioning it as. Okay, this is how this returned and pending status looks like. And rejected means ki in no matter what, if the status has got rejected, it means the entire workflow has got rejected. There is no option to replace it or upload the replacement of the file. The entire workflow has got rejected because this particular status is in a the workflow got spammed. This is what I can say. And in the pending approval, you can see I as a user, these particular workflows are in a pending stage, where you can see I'm having an option to approve it or reject it. Okay, this is what about workflow. And in the report section, settings section, I can say you can create as many departments you want to create by giving a parent department and code and name and document extension. As you can give a new document type name, you can manage the size, that this is the type. Suppose for, I can say for PDF, I have created document type as PDF and I can edit it. Right now the size of the document, the limit of the document is 50 MB. I can increase the same, and now it depends upon the admin. Hence you can manage all the document types from here. Similarly, you can manage a document brochure, patient details, like from where you can basically upload it. Like you can create a name, and against each name you can create a template. Suppose for generic template, you can create which type of document fields you need to upload it in a bulk format. Suppose the template for generic document type will be required, like document display name in a text format, maximum length will be 100 and 1. So required, mandatory, yes or no. Similarly, for invoices, if I click, you can see invoice number, date and time is required. Similarly, for specialized document, these are document display name. So all patient details, I have admission date, discharge date, consulting doctor date, ICD code. All these document types are required, and it is very much required to upload the field whensoever the required status is marked as yes or no. If it is mentioned as yes, the field has to be updated. So this is all about the document management system from our end. I would just like to mention this few things. Every document also carries version history. This version history is basically if someone updates a contract or previous version isn't lost, it's stored with timestamp and easily retrievable. To summarize the SFTdox document management system gives you one centralized secure home for all your documents, fast, powerful search, so nothing gets lost, version control so your team always works on the right file, role-based access and full audit trails for security and compliance, collaboration tools that keeps everyone aligned. This particular document management isn't just an IT upgrade, it's a foundational shift in how your business operates day in and day out. I'd love to show you how our SFTdox in action with your own use case in mind. Let's schedule a follow-up walkthrough where we can dive deeper into the specific modules most relevant to your business, whether that's a compliance, collaboration, or workflow automation. So let us know about the same. And thank you so much for your time today. I'm looking forward to showing you how SFTdox can simplify the way your team works with documents and with every single day. Thank you.